You need to look at this.
Don't walk away from me. Hey, hey!
你当心一点。
Well, it's not exactly like we have a choice. We can't keep doing this on our own. I'm not who you should be aiming at.
When I was in Rikers, one of the girls got a hold of this pen. Stuck it right in the back of my head. So I took that pen and gave it right back to her. And wouldn't you know, it went straight through her eye, sliced open her cheek, ink all over the insides of her mouth. But that wasn't enough. So I cut the bitch's throat. And after I finished stabbing her, well, that was that.
Agent, we're getting word of supply drops landing, but they're arriving in the dark zone. Something's going on, but I'm not quite sure what. One thing's for sure, you better get there before the wrong people get their hands on whatever it is, because I got a feeling it's not pasta and blankets. Get on it, Agent.
You are now entering a safe area. Warning, you are exiting the safe area.
Tell me some good news. Yeah, I'm looking at a big red brick apartment complex over by the East River. Looks easy to defend. No armor to speak of, and there's still people around. Rich folk. Shouldn't cause us any problems and probably got a lot of food and shit stashed. I say we set up here.
You and your boys shake the place up. Cause some trouble and Stu fights back. Things are as good as you say, I'll talk to Lorraine, see what she thinks about moving in. Understand?
Oh yeah, I feel that.
Then get on it.
Time to rock and roll. Get yourself ready. Too bad for you. You want to die? Hey, you ain't got a chance.
Anthony, have you heard the sirens? A man on the TV was at the hospital, and he said they've run out of room in the wards and are treating people in the corridors. At St. Jude's, even.
I saw. Ma, listen, I need you to pack a bag, like when you stay over. Just enough for a few days. Can you do that for me, Ma?
I'm not going anywhere in weather like this.
Ma, listen, this with the hospitals and the looting, it's like Hurricane Sandy again. So Sharon and I are heading up... And we're gonna swing by and pick you up on the way, okay? So start packing and Sharon will help when we get there. Hey, I love you, Ma.
I love you too, Anthony.
No big deal. See you around.
Warning. You are now leaving the safe area.
Now, I know the next question you're going to ask because I thought of you have already asked it, which is what happens to them when this is all over? I know you're worried that maybe we get through this thing and these division types are going to be running things from then on. The good news is you can relax. According to the directive, once the immediate crisis passes, they're deactivated and they go to hellhole. They're not taking over New York, they're not replacing us. They're here to do a job and get the fuck out. Because they got lives and families they want to get back to.
They ain't taking no shit.
You ain't no fucking lieutenant, man.
I was right by her side. Bitch owes me. Big time.
Do not let her hear you talk like that, fool. You got a death wish? How'd you get past security?
Hostages. Barely any of those fool guards coming to work since that shit hit the fan. Rest of them sick or run off. Easy to overpower them. Make them do what we wanted. Then we watch them bleed like the pigs they are.
Some of those brothers weren't so bad.
That's Lorraine for you.
Where'd the fucking barge come from?
You know that stupid-ass administrator had a thing for her? She got him to do it all. Then, just when he thought he was gonna ride off to glory with his outlaw woman, she slit his throat.
Shit. She is one stone-cold bitch, isn't she?
Tell me I know a safe place just a few blocks from here.
Shit! These fools got TVs in their bathroom? Both of them. Automatic goddamn toilet, buttons and shit. They got a machine to wipe their ass. It ain't right, man. Gotta put that to good use. Sick of wiping my own ass.
Echo available for playback nearby.
Excuse me. You see my wife? That's a picture. Sorry, pal. Her name's Jennifer.
Yeah? Well, this is Mike. Sorry, was Mike. We're just chatting about if he'd like to be buried in the family plot or with his mom in Detroit. Any thoughts?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean...
kid needs food.
Not my problem.
Readings indicate an echo nearby.
They could be anyone. Your neighbor, your dentist, your wife, you name it. All that matters was that someone thought they could do the job when things went to shit. And when they got the call, they dropped whatever they were doing and they hit the streets, because that's the kind of people they are. And yeah, I'm about as happy about this as you are. Somebody in D.C., called the Strategic Homeland Division, didn't have a lot of faith in people like us. Then again, you look around, maybe planning for something like this was the right idea.
Seems too good to be true.
Here we go!
Readings indicate this area is safe. Warning, you are exiting the safe area.
watching and reading the news. I am now convinced that the virus is not smallpox, but rather modified virus based on smallpox. Why? Because the symptoms are similar, but... yeah, what is the word? Tweaked. Faster transmission. More lethal. Optimized. This is what I was trying to defend against. Modified virus is weaponized for terrorism. I remember having long talks with Dr. Amherst about it. The Council will not allow me to contact the DCD and share what I know. They say soon we are leaving the United States. That I am so close to being able to help, yet so far makes me angry and terribly sad. I still have heard nothing from Dr. Amherst. I fear the worst.
God bless you, man. Merry Christmas.
Okay, people, listen up. I'm getting a lot of questions about this Directive 51 thing, and the people with the orange wristwatches, and with all the other crap we got going on. Nobody knows what the hell's going on. Well, today's your lucky day, because I'm going to give you the short version, and after this, no excuses. Right, so, first things first, yes, we got to do it. Directive 51 comes right off the president's desk, which means it's totally on the up and up. Someone invokes it, you listen.
Hey, Danny, it's me. You probably heard about what's going on. They're still saying flu, but I don't know. I took Vanessa into the ER again last night. It was bad. She had a fever of 103. She was hallucinating and, yeah. They kept her in this time. I'm not family, so they won't tell me anything. I don't think they know anything anyway. I'm still fine. Make sure you tell Mom. But it's getting weird. So many people are getting sick, the hospitals can't handle it. And they're setting up clinics in the parks and shit. It's fucked up. I'll try you later. Hey, bro, it's me. Sorry I couldn't pick up. I was hanging out with that girl I told you about, Vanessa. And yes, when I say hanging out, I mean exactly what you think. That's all you get. A gentleman doesn't kiss and tell. Anyway, thought I'd check in, see how my nephews are doing. Mom keeps leaving voice messages asking me when I'm coming home for the weekend. Can you please explain to her that busy college students have to spend weekends studying? She might actually buy it, coming from you. Gotta run to class. Call me back. Later. Danny, got your voicemail. The cell service is hit and miss these days. Like everything. Power comes and goes. You don't find a place to sleep before dark, nobody lets you in. Too afraid you're bringing a disease with you. Those nights, I ended up... somewhere. We're sleeping in an alley under a...
Best deals this side of the dark zone. Safe area. Whatever you're looking for, I got it.
Up and Adam, New York. This is Rick Velasquez telling you it's time to get out of bed. Face for days. And do the very best you can. Or don't. In any case, once again, this is when you know it, and I am one.
Warning, now leaving the safe area.
I hope that shit ain't airborne. Is it?
Wait, you have no cause.
Hey, watch your back, friend.
Hey, big brother. It's Joel. Vanessa died. That's gotta be the most fucked up thing I ever said. A month ago, we were sexting in Comp Lit. This morning, they wouldn't let me see her.
I think I need a doctor.
I told them her family's in Hong Kong. They know the airports are shut down. Jesus, this all happened so fast. I don't know where she is, Danny. I don't know what they did with her. University canceled classes. Bridges, tunnels, everything's closed. I'm stuck here. Tell Mom I'm fine. I'm not, but I'm not sick at least. Call me, please.
All I'm saying is that it's time for us to take responsibility and realize that we're neglecting an entire class of citizens here. We're deliberately denying U.S. citizens the medical treatment they deserve. The facilities are beyond capacity, and they're sick and dying just the same as we are out here.
I think you got your priorities all out of whack, Yvonne, I'm sad to say. You're implying that it's more important for us to put the precious resources we have left, not to our public hospitals and clinics here in the city, but to send them off to take care of murderers and rapists. Is that what you're saying?
That's a massive oversimplification of the issue at hand, John. You're really not helping the discussion here.
Oh, I'm not. And you're somehow having our best interests in mind. If it were up to me, we'd send the staff home to their families and leave the inmates behind until all this blows over.
I can't believe you just said that.
Am I wrong? Is that not what most people would say?
Did some good work over at the power plant. of criminals. How many effectives we got?
Are you recording this? No, that's fine. When we're done, you're gonna let me go, right? That was the deal. Anyway, my name is Sharona Diaz, and I was a nurse practitioner at Bellevue, the hospital. Worked there 16 years, so I've seen all kinds of bad stuff, but nothing like this. Okay, I'm sorry, the first cases we got? Early December, the night of the 5th. They started coming in, just a couple at first. The symptoms they presented looked like flu, and that's what we thought it all was. I mean, we knew it was going to be a bad season, and that's what we thought this was. So we gave them fluids and sent them home like you do. I mean, how were we supposed to know?
We were doing just fine out there.
We interrupt this live broadcast to say, Gemmels and Nuns.
Shit. You hear that?
Think so.
I love to kill pigs.
We all got unfinished business. Buddy, you're...
Got your message. Thanks. I'm glad. It was quick, I guess. I wish I could have seen her before... Dan. Today I saw these guys on the street, standing around this old man. They wanted his suitcase. They didn't know what was in it, but they wanted it anyway. And he didn't want to give it up. So they knocked him down and started kicking him hard till he passed out. Danny, I was one of them. Get out of town. All right, put the boys in the car, go to the lake, and take Dad's shotgun. The three of you can live there for months. Do it, Danny, before it's too late.
But right now, worrying about what happens when we beat this thing is pissing into the wind. We gotta beat it first. And we're gonna need these division types' help to do it. So, the first wave of agents has been activated, and I know some of you have seen them in the field. How many are coming? I got no idea. How many waves? Same thing. As many as they got, I hope. But it's not up to me. You are encouraged to talk to them, get to know them, and most of all, find a way to work with them. Build a relationship. They may be feds, but they're also New Yorkers. We're all in this together.
Cry all you want.
Lieutenant Colonel Bliss, this is Arthur Tran from Polliner Newen Creative Associates. First, let me say what a pleasure it is to be working for a company like yours and with someone like you, so devoted to keeping our great country safe. I've sent you the storyboards for the proposal for your firm, which we're calling Island Thunder. It starts with a flyover by a wing of attack helicopters, all firing full blast. Behind them, there's a massive explosion, followed by a pan down to where we see one soldier in your company's uniform taking out a dozen enemies with a massive machine gun. Tasteful heavy metal, and a voiceover that emphasizes the sorts of awesome adventures your men have been on a day-to-day basis. Tell me what you think.
I hope we don't have a problem here.
Hey, Dano, it's me. I know, but things got a little hectic. My Soch essay took longer than expected, and then Vanessa got sick, and, you know, I wanted to bring her chicken soup, stream Gosling movies with her and stuff, be the doting boyfriend. You gotta get into the city and meet her sometime soon, man. But not this week. She's still sick as a dog, and this thing seems to be going around. Wouldn't want you taking a bug home to the boys. Anyway, tell Mom I'm sorry, and I promise to get out to PA for the holidays, okay? You're the best. Later.
Where does this Directive 51 thing leave us? Doing our damn jobs. You're still gonna be on the streets. You're gonna be helping people. You're gonna be doing the same thing you've been doing. In the ops centers, people like me will be playing it.
Hey, I can
Readings
see
indicate this area is safe.
See you next time.
Chemtrails? I hear you say? What have they got to do with anything? Besides, there haven't been any names to a guy like the last year had Jose.
Warning. Now we're exiting the safe area.
It was hell, you know? But we couldn't do anything for them. We were out of beds, we were out of medicine, the staff was starting to come down with it. It was a nightmare. By the 17th, they shut us down. Too much risk of infection, they said. More like they wanted to concentrate all the patients in those Sarah Field hospitals. Maybe keep it away from the rest of the city.
Stop shooting!
Did you hear about Reggie?
What about him?
He got arrested again. He's back in Rikers for the third time.
You're kidding. What'd he do?
So that's the best part. He was out on parole, right? And for some stupid reason, decides to pick up work not 2 days after getting out. Picks up a gun and a package and moves to deliver in a restaurant downtown.
All right.
But he's had too much orange juice or something, so he desperately has to take a piss. So he walks into the restroom, and what does he see?
What?
3 police officers standing and turning right as he enters the room.
Did he walk back out?
No, not Reggie. He steps right in, up to the urinal, and zips up. Cops still watching. Then, without missing a beat, the gun and the package fall out right into the urinal.
And the cops see everything?
The cops see everything, and Reggie's cuffed faster than he can finish.
Wow. Classic Reggie. Wow.
Mr. Tran, this is Charles Bliss calling. I just wanted to let you know that I got your message and I looked at your storyboard, and that your ad is the biggest piece of crap I've ever seen. And that includes the time I got trapped marching behind 16 elephants in a parade. You show no understanding of what my company is, what my people do, or what sort of high-character individuals we're looking to recruit. So, you have 1 week to do better, or I'll fire you and we'll do better. Do I make myself understood? Bliss out.
Force them out!
8th was when somebody finally said smallpox. Word came down that we were supposed to inoculate healthy patients with smallpox vaccine. Our supplies were old and nobody knew if it would even work. The thing was, it didn't. People kept getting sick and coming in, and we just didn't have the room. We did what we could to make people comfortable, but we just couldn't stop it. We couldn't even slow it down.
Echo available for playback nearby.
Give me the food, now!
Found out a bit more about those supply drops. It's division gear. So it's especially important that we get there first. We can't have Shade Tech getting into the hands of what's left of the factions.
Well,
there.
You better run.
Here.
That's when it all turned into alphabet soup. First, Sarah rolled into town, thinking they got this under control. Catastrophic Emergency Response Agency. More like, can't even run anything. They started setting up these mass treatment facilities in Midtown, which took a load off us, but didn't do much else. On the 11th, people started dying. By the 13th, the morgues were full. And on the 14th, we had to start turning people away.
Why would it be open?
Lieutenant Colonel Bliss, sir. First, let me apologize for the previous effort we sent you. That was the work of a junior associate who has, of course, since been let go. We've assigned all of our senior staff to your project, and I think you'll be very pleased with the revisions. It's a very simple concept. Just you talking about your service and the idea of loyalty and duty. And I think we can bring it in at well under your budget. So, call me back and let me know.
Our initial orders were to liaise with Sarah and provide support. Build aid stations and help him set up those field hospitals. City policing we left to the civil authorities, so they could see we were getting stretched pretty thin. But we built structures. We safeguarded supply drops, we handed out blankets and water bottles, and we held the line on the quarantine. Nobody was getting off the island. Not if we could help it. Had to shoot a few people who tried. I'm not proud of that.
I ain't getting no fucking virus. Fight. Let's party.
so quiet? What is everyone waiting for?
I can't see anything. Are those SWAT?
Fascist models!
I'd rather die than dead now. This is a piece of cake! Check the AO.
Okay. First of all, I owe myself an apology. Emotional outbursts are unacceptable, certainly unprofessional. No matter... provoked. So, I apologize. I forgive myself. I move forward. Good. Now the question of the moment. This betrayal. This changes things. Things have changed. This is clear. We have been lied to. We are sent to do a job. Things get tough. Suddenly, we're not allowed to do it. Rules are broken. Values discarded. A city abandoned. This is the truth. This is reality. The man behind the curtain. I have to tell the others.
Active echo beacon detected.
This is your final warning. Comply or you will be forcefully removed. You have no right to do this.
Shoot her!
We are all so grateful.
Give me that.
You got a reason to be down there? They've got nothing! Tangos, open fire! Take care of it! was unexpected.
Don't make me shoot.
Thank you.
Hey, honey. Do you hear that? That's your daughter. You've become a father. A healthy baby girl. Little Josephine. I wish you could see her. She looks just like you. You both got the same little frown. I miss you, baby. I wish you were here to share this. But we'll be waiting for you when you get back. Love you. Love you more than anything.
Supply drop clean. Updating coordinates.
You're like an angel.
All supply sites cleared.
Hi, Rick. It's Charles. I got your message regarding the situation in New York, and I think you're absolutely right. Things are going to get out of hand faster than the government realizes. They're going to lose control before they've even signed the deployment orders. You ask me, the only thing that's going to work is to impose absolute authority on the population. People are scared and angry, and that's when they'll act stupid and risk the lives of others. I've seen it too many times. Now, you want to shut those instincts down and enforce zero tolerance. Anything beyond that is not going to produce results. And in the long run, that will cost you a lot more than hiring my people.
This neighborhood is now under the protection of the last man to count. Repeat, you are now under the protection of the last man to count.
On that rooftop?
They tell me the Dark Zone supply drops are happening because they expect Keener and his friends to be a threat. But I'm not sure that's all there is to it. They might know more than they're telling us at this point. Just keep focusing on getting there before anyone else does.
That's fine. Someone else will want this.
Keeping on, man.
But that's all besides the point. Because the real problem was those treatment centers. They failed. doctors, the nurses. The poor sons of bitches dumping bodies into the mass graves they had to dig in Central Park. Everyone. People dying on the inside, people shooting at us on the outside. When they finally told us to pull out, it was a blessing. Except now, all that's behind barbed wire. Yeah. That's where your dark zone came from. And the things I've seen, I don't care how much you're offering. I'm never going back in.
Who are these people? According to Directive 51, they're sleeper agents recruited from the civilian population to be activated only when the shit well and truly hits the fan. If you ask me, describes things pretty good. They're not military, they're not SEALs, they're not secret agents, they're people. Coming from the people to help the people.
Yeah, hi,
they've been trained to maintain order and public safety in domestic environments.
So we rig the damn thing. We're wide open. Get on my turn! Get up! Got the pay!
Eva Acosta, Urban Spelunker. Day 3. Yesterday some assholes shot at me. Soldiers. National Guard, maybe. I don't know who they thought I was. Anyway, I'm in Midtown today, not far from the Empire State Building, in front of Abel's department store. My papi used to bring me here when I was little to watch the Thanksgiving Day parade. There's a parade today, but I don't like the looks of it. Guys wearing gas masks and big tanks on their back are leading a group of people into a circle. Some of them are crying. I'm afraid to get any closer because I don't know what they're doing. Maybe I should take some pictures. Oh my God. They're burning them. Oh my God.
I've had an idea, and it's a good one. Let's think about the virus. What do we know? That it's similar to smallpox. Not smallpox, but similar. Which means it's a designated variation. Smallpox is the base on which a designer made alterations. Now, live smallpox exists in only 2 places, DCD and Russia. The base virus had to come from one of them. DCD? I would have heard if their security had been breached. So, Russia. Now let's think about the designer. Are there virologists with connections to both New York and Russia? In fact, there are. 2. One's Russian, one's American. A little research tells me both were in New York on Black Friday. Thank you, Shade Tech.
The city's still unstable, so we need the tech that's in those Dark Zone supply drops. Factions could find a way to access them, and we can't take that chance.
Sure as shit hope you missed process.
This is Eva Acosta, urban spelunker extraordinaire. New York has been cordoned off by the government, and I am in the most exclusive club in the world, Manhattan. Thomas and Blanca got their asses cut by the JTF. Not me. But then they don't have my mad parkour skills. I'm exploring the city and reporting what I see, taking nothing but photos and leaving nothing but footprints, and maybe the occasional audio recording, so people know where I've been and the incredible things I've seen here. The adventure begins.
Now entering a safe area. Warning, now leaving the safe area. Readings indicate an echo nearby.
Relocation!
What does it say? It says a lot of things, but the part that matters is this. Certain people are now authorized to do whatever the hell it takes to clean up the big messes. Nuclear, biological, chemical attacks, pandemics, giant monsters, that sort of thing. As you might have guessed, their current situation qualifies. They're called the Division, and they're being activated as we speak. How do you know who they are? Look for those damn orange circles. You see the glow, then you'll know.
Think about it, Nicky. I survived the car crash. I survived the fire at Mike's place. I survived the dog flu. What if it wasn't because I'm lucky, but because they couldn't hurt me at all? No,
Come on,
I can't
David.
fly.
Oh, what do you think
Maybe
you
I
are?
can.
Some kind of Superman?
Hey, anything you look for in Iraq told me. You knock off a hostile leader, all you've done is given everyone under that guy an instant promotion, which is another way of saying you never get rid of the leaders on the other side because there's always some new schmuck ready to step up and
How
take
was
the
my
last
new
guy's
favorite
place.
customer?
Which brings us to New York, the present day. Now, I know a lot of you were all happy and shit when word got out that Colonel Bliss was dead because he's the head Yahoo.
You better get on your fucking knees right now.
Good JTF is a dead JTF.
You got 3 seconds to get down or you're dead.
Sorry, I got orders to put you down. Give me a minute. Take him out. Take a look. Taking him out.
Goddamn, we're going behind cover.
progress report. It looks like the Last Man Battalion's the best bet, at least in the short term. I've set up the line of communication with Lieutenant Colonel Charles Bliss, and it's proving mutually beneficial. There's a certain overlap of viewpoints there, and some shared ambition. He's a man who has a vision for this godforsaken rock, one that I can work with. We've already collaborated on one operation in Brooklyn, but taking down a helicopter is just a first step. Let's see how far this can go.
Remember when we were back in the sandbox?
Gosh, yes. I had hair back then.
And you had everything figured out.
Not much has changed there.
You've always been good at leading soldiers. Leading them into battle, leading them to join. PMC, they're always willing to follow.
Well, I've got some good speechwriters.
Knock it off, Charles. You write your own crap, and you always have. And they'll always follow you. They follow you to the gates of hell if you ask. You've done a hell of a job here, Charles.
Hey, I'm not done yet. The best is yet to come.
The LMB's giving me everything I got. I heard easy more. It'll be up. I got you.
didn't expect this.
This is Eva Acosta, Urban Spelunker, and I gotta get out of the city. It's like, I don't know, people are going crazy. I'm at Abel's, and there aren't any shoppers, just looters. The windows are all broken, and people are just taking what they want. They're laughing, they're screaming, they're fighting over shit. Where are the cops? Where's anybody in charge? I always thought I was some kind of anarchist. Flipping off the man, fighting the status quo. I camped out in Zuccotti Park for Occupy Wall Street. I protested the G7 summit, but this is just sad. There's a woman on the street and she's bleeding and she's crying and no one is helping her. And I can't either because if those looters see me, I don't know what they'll do to me.
Gotta keep our eyes forward.
Where's some ID?
These Dark Zone drops could really help us out, but I don't like it. You could outfit a small army with this stuff, and I'd like to know why it's happening. Meanwhile, keep your focus.
You are now entering a safe area. Warning, you are exiting the safe area.
How do you think this is gonna help it?
Nobody's gonna bust my balls no more. Hell.
Take it, go!